recording because I record these. And I'm not sure what we're going to be doing, as I kind of forgot where we are in Limbus Company. But I know we're in, like, Hell's Kitchen, but I'm pretty sure I finished Hell's Kitchen. Did I turn the music down on accident again? Did I forget to turn it back up? Knowing me, that's always a possibility. Because when doing the mirror dungeon last week, I had a... This game never wants to load for me. I turned all the stuff down. Game, thank you. Thank you. For... God. Okay. Game. Load faster. I'm 90% sure I never... Yep. There we go. Now it sounds better. I always forget that the day I'm going to stream this game, I always forget to not use up all these. But let's see what we're doing exactly. Wasn't there something that we didn't do? Ah, yes. There's one of these that we never did. Let's do this, and then we're gonna see... what else is happening. Let's enter the dungeon of Hell's Kitchen #2. This is the first time we've ever had 2 dungeons. Well... Yeah, but I'm not going to be using all. So yeah, we good, I think. Actually, hold on. Can I go back? No? Okay. Okay, let's go. Doesn't seem that long. And we're gonna fight the chicken men. Yeah. What do these guys do again? Okay, so we need to kill you. You're fighting you, so let's do that. You're fighting you, so we'll do that. You... we can be... Can't... No, we can't. Well... We can be cheeky with it. And then kind of like do some shit to you, and then do some shit to you, and go from there. Beautiful. Stab. Dang it. Do you just automatically do that? Yep, you do. Yep. I want to kill you with you. Because that just makes the most sense. And then we should just be able to kill. Nah, I wanna make sure you die. Yeah. Because this should kill, which gives good stuff. Yeah. Really? Oh. Works out, I guess. Are you attacking? Struggling. Yeah. Perfect. Wrist guards. They're nice, I guess. I should have gone down here actually and gotten that stuff. We'll do that. Yeah. That's on me for not realizing that was there. What do you do again? That's sanity, not passives. Oh, right. You're the annoying guys. That should be good enough. It's stabbed. Um, I kind of forget. Do I still have my rupture ego and fast? I think I do. I don't know why I left it on there. Like it's not that good for an ego. For me. Go down. Yeah, I do. Can I take that off? Well, not yet, I guess. You just reset this. And we're good. Now we murder more things. Oh, not what I thought. Do. I think after this we need one more lust to get Rhodion's thing. Nope, we got it. Oh, it's 3 and 2. I thought it was 4 and 2. Yeah. That should be enough to kill. That was. And stab. Perfect. Yeah, so execution should kill here. Nice. So now those two are gonna do more damage. Yep. Yeah, once I found out how execution works, it kind of just things just work out. Oh, it's these two again. You get the sewing needles for this, right? Don't fail. Thank you. What is your name again? I do not remember this guy's name. What's his name? Yiseng. I could get a lot of just A-reses with this team, but I don't know why I choose not to. Just don't. And we're about to get festival, so let's keep the lust that we have in order to use it next turn. Of course, I constantly don't realize how powerful this team can be, and we don't get it next turn. Or that it shouldn't have mattered. I thought she had lust there for a minute. That's fine. Beautiful. I also recently learned how the festival works. So I'm learning. And then we can do 2 fights or 2 or 1 of each actually. Let's do 2 fights. I'm pretty confident in this team, to be honest. Perfect. The great thing about the scene is that you can get that sometimes. You to you. You to you. You I don't care about. Because you're not going to actually attack this turn, and I need to kill you. Why did you get a power up? Ah. Fair enough. Ooh, nice. And then this. That's for that. Honestly, yes. Are there any gifts I don't want? I mean, honestly, there's just this. And I think everyone else is good. So this is enhancing, right? That's for enhancements. Yeah. Alright. To the fight! I just realized I don't have a title. I just put short stream. I'm just gonna do continuing limbus company. As generic as that is. You look different. Conditions haven't been met. That's great, but like, what does this do? Gain 1 attack power every turn? Oh, that's fun. For this turn, heal through skills this turn. Ah, well. Aren't you fun? Well. Shit. And then you're going for you, you're going for you. Everyone wants a piece of Dawn today, okay. I get it. Trust me, I do, but like, you guys gotta chill. Unopposed, dominating. That's still unopposed, which is annoying. Yeah, let's rock with that. See where it goes. Damn. I feel like Don's gonna be corroded. No, you're just insanely staggered. Well, this is great. This is fun. Great times are ahead of us. Who is that attacking you? Nice. Beautiful. Okay, we're okay with that. We need to not let that happen. This heals, so that's why we're doing that. And does bleed and nails and such. It also has a big attack weight, which is nice. Okay, so now let's just put the big pressure on. We're about to get Festival, but I'm okay with just unleashing hell. We don't have enough for 3, so I might as well just do that. This might just kill, to be honest. Yeah. It's great, Don. 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 We need to drive again. Actually, we need to do this. Let's take that away. Mostly because it's just not needed or useful. We have 9 of these. Might as well use them. Okay, so these just story? Will you enter Dante's records? I mean, I guess. I'm a BRB first before going to that. Oop. Alright, we're back. That's in front of my face. Alright, let's do minis. I have not changed this back. There we go. Dante's records. Oh, that's why. Oh, I didn't realize the thing changed. What does it look like here? Huh, that's cool. Alright, Dante's records. Probably just gonna be a bunch of reading and exposition, right? What's up, Josh? Merhawa. Mephistopheles? I have not said that in a hot minute. Roar and grumble along all day. Mephisto? Ascension and then needs a rest from time to time. Much like how Carolyn is still human who needs regular breaks. Are you still awake, Miss Faust? Okay. To substantiate her words, Faust carried light tools and a small mechanical device in place of her usual Zweihander, even though it's right there. Oh, did I just not press confirm? Am I just an idiot? Good to know. You're working hard.
이 정도는 고생의 축에도 들지 않는답니다. 오히려 파우스트의 역작에 돌봐줄 시간도 없이 혹사당하는 걸 바라만 보는 편이 더 고생이죠.
Right. She said this after making a light smile.
이번 업데이트는 마음에 드시나요?
Faust looked down at me using a handheld device. Oh, this thing?
네. 평소에는 그렇게 만지작거리시지는 않았던 것 같아서요.
It's nothing much. I was just making the most of this new feature I've needed. Whenever Faust requests a break for routine maintenance, my LCD PDA also receives updates. The updates occasionally come with additional functions, and this time...
이 기능이 아직도 없었던 건가요?
It didn't, surprisingly enough. You didn't know that? I thought you were... omniscient... what? How the fuck do you say this word again? Omniscient? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna be an idiot real quick.
Omniscient.
Omniscient. Sure.
파우스트는 파우스트가 아는 모든 것을 알 뿐이죠.
Fair argument.
실례 좀 할게요.
She took a peek at the screen of my tablet.
단테, 백과 사전이라도 만들려는 건가요?
I mean, you keep using words I don't know. Stuff like fixers or whatever wings are. It might be common vocabulary for you all, but not me.
그렇군요. 도시에 관한 기억을 전부 잃었을 테니.
Yep. So I want to write down most stuff here. And copy down the things I've been scribbling on paper while I'm at it. This clock on my shoulders could be replaced. This clock on my shoulders could be replaced with yet another head at any moment. There's no guarantee the memories I have will now stay with me. Oh, that's fair. That's why I must prepare a backup plan like this, so I don't forget twice. Wait, was that it? Huh. Can you just do it again? No, you can't. I realized that they don't have check marks. I felt like they would. I just realized this now. Anyway, buses back door.
뭐야?
You and me both. Without warning, the bus grounded to a sudden halt in the back streets.
오늘은 여기서 멈출 거야.
Ha!
카론, 예정보다 조금 모자란 위치인 것 같은데요.
목표의 15% 정도 모자란 위치다. 이후 일정을 위해서는 적어도 3% 이상의 전진이 이상적이다.
Thanks.
카론, 졸려. 훌륭한 버스 기사는 졸음운전 안 해.
I'll agree with that.
알아먹겠으니까 갑자기 급브레이크 밟지 말란 말이야. 지금 몇 번째인 줄 알아?
히스클리프 씨가 코를 앞좌석에 박은 게 벌써 네 번째이니 이 일도 벌써 네 번째일 것이오.
졸리기 시작하자마자 운전대를 벗어나야 합니다. 라디오가 그랬어.
The radio?
맞는 말이긴 하지만 조금 융통성 있게 받아들일 필요도 있는 거 아닌가요?
말하는 사람에 따라서 평범한 말도 이렇게 재치가 있어지는군요.
도련님도 나랑 같은 생각인가 보네. 제일 융통성 없는 사람이
The
그런 말을
minted
하면
boy? What the fuck does that mean?
말 다 했어요. 그렇게 따지면 저기 아직도 자기가 전쟁통 장교인 줄 아는 꼰대.
I mean, I'll agree with that. Also, are you calling? Never mind. Ishmael points to Otis, whose veins were beginning to stick out of her veteran and placid face. This is a prime example of the terror of learned fear. It's happened enough to be familiar, but it's still rather intimidating to hear Virgil send the bus into a chilling silence with a single gesture or utterance.
뭐지? 잘들 조잘거렸잖아. 계속 주둥이들 놀리지 그래.
오히려 당신이 깽판 치려고 한숨 쉰 거 아니었나?
개지게 핀 거다. 몸이 찌뿌둥해서 말이야.
뭐?
하는 짓들이 제법 우습군. 종소리만 들으면 침을 흘려대는 개의 꼴이라니.
Recently learned about that in psychology.
벌만 있으면 항상 그랬듯 딕한 내 사무실로 오도록 면담할 시간을 만들어줄 테니 파우스터 씨, 나머지 정리를 부탁하지.
How big is this bus? Like, because again, I still think of this as a train, personally. So, like, where is your office?
네.
Virgil nonchalantly walked past the sinners and their piercing stares, with Carolyn at his side, and both stood at the back of the bus.
열려라. 들게.
카론, 참깨다.
Sasame?
카론도 알아. 어차피 그런 주문으로 여는 거 아니잖아.
Oh, that's really funny. Okay, I thought Perilla was like the name of something. I love how Carolyn has a sense of humor.
그렇지.
While they exchanged corny jokes, the door large enough to fill the backside slowly opened.
벌써 몇 달은 됐는데도 저건 볼 때마다 기분이 묘하단 말이야.
Where does it go?
밖에서 보던 것보다 안이 더 넓잖아요.
Okay, Doctor. As the back door opened, a splendid, narrow, deep, spacious hallway revealed itself. Ah, this is what I saw before during the April Fool's thing. An endless corridor that looked to go on forever. far enough into this hallway. Classy pulls, demarcate? I don't think I've ever seen that word in my life. What the fuck does that mean? Yes, but without the E. Or is it democrate?
Demarcate.
Demarcate. I've never heard that word in my life. Demarcate. The end of the area we're allowed to traverse, standing in front of an unending line of red lights. Though the place seems comfy, something about it seems makes eerie feelings creep up.
생각해보니 저것도 날개의 특이점인가? 파우스트 씨, 당신은 알지 않아?
물론 알죠. 하지만 대부분 자세히 말할 수 없다는 것도 알지 않나요, 그레고르 씨?
살갑게도 말할 수 있다고 생각하는데.
여긴 복도다.
맞아요. 복도죠.
아, 그래. 길게 쭉 이어져 있고 방들이 다닥다닥 붙어 있으니 복도긴 복.
뭐.
I skipped that, I apologize.
뭐라는 건지. 아휴, 그만두자. 나도 피곤하니까. 단테 씨, 빨리 그거나 해줘.
Gra's words snapped me out of idly staring down the edge of the passage. Oh, yeah, right.
단테, 항상 하는 일이라 필요성을 느끼지는 못하겠지만 그래도 관리자의 승인은 중요한 절차입니다. 이해해 주세요.
Okay. No need to put it like that, Miss Faust. With that answer, I got up from my seat and stood at the front of the bus, looking at the crew. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners.
감사합니다. 지금부터 변동 가능성을 가진 최대 12시간의 수면비 휴식을 시작합니다. 좋은 밤 되시길.
Okay, so we have to allow them to end the day, essentially. As soon as Faust finished speaking, the sinners walked along with groans and sighs.
아이고, 피곤하다.
싱클레어군! 오늘도 체스를 두지 않겠는가?
싫어요. 돈키호테 씨 질 것 같을 때마다 이상 씨한테 훈수해달라고 하잖아요.
사실과 다르오, 싱클레어군. 그건 내가 악수를 쳐다만 볼 수 없어.
더 나쁘잖아요.
관리자님, 고생하셨습니다. 금일 불침번은
Oh, Marisol, thank you for suggesting. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling sleepy today. Then Otis suddenly intervened.
관리자님, 항상 말씀드리는 것이지만 피곤하시다면 불침번으로 언제든 저를.
자자, 부관 언니. 들어가서 자자.
관리자님, 근무간 고생하.
자, 가시죠.
Ishmael gave me a smile and nod, and then proceeded to draggingly chaperone Otis through the back door with Rhodia. Then, at last, Faust and I remained.
다행이네요, 단테. 오티스 씨를 밀어넣지 않으면 또 불침번을 양보해달라고 꽤 오랫동안이나 보챘을 테니까요.
Does happen a lot. I commented back as I watched the sinners head to the corridor, one after another. Rhodia had entered and closed the door. Ishmael opens the same to get inside. You said the door leads to a different space each time it opens, right?
네. 수감자들이 적절한 정신 상태에만 있다면 본인이 숙박하고 쓸 수 있는 적절한 공간으로 이어지죠.
Okay. Lodging, is it? They looked more like jail cells last time I peeked through the window. Still, she must mean it can be used for personal living space, for sleep, shower, self-care, and all that.
그 외에도 궁금한 게 있으신가 보군요.
I have a lot of questions, yes. My clock has no eyes, nose, or mouth, and yet somehow it feels like as though Faust reads something out of me. Not that she'll tell me how she manages it. You know, just curious about what's over there. I pointed down the far end of the corridor with my finger. Right to the horizontal depths of this seemingly endless corridor.
수차례 말씀드렸지만 궁금해하지 않는 편이 좋습니다, 단테.
Well, a curious cat enjoys to know things, okay? Tell me. As expected, Faust chose to walk into the corridor with a faint sigh instead of an answer. And yet, just maybe, Faust knew all along. She knows it all, as she likes to say. Maybe she knew that I would learn. Maybe she knew that I would learn about what lies beyond the corridor soon enough. Next. Beyond the bus corridor. Before I do that, I'm gonna play another ad and get some water. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about it taking longer than I expected. Yes. Thankfully, these don't take any energy to do. It happened a week after that fruitless exchange. I hereby confirm today is close of business for the centers.
감사합니다. 지금부터 변동 가능성을 가진 최대 12시간의 수면비 휴식을 시작합니다. 좋은 밤 되시게.
Faust gives the same instructions as always. In response, sinners groans and stretch as usual. Except this time, one sinner stuck out. Stuck out of that normalcy like a sore thumb.
또 뭐죠?
됐어, 이즈. 제가 저렇게 심술나 있는 게 뭐 하루 이틀이야? 헤스, 방에 들어가기 전에 꼭 화 풀고 들어가. 매번 네 방에서 천둥 치는 소리가 들려서 밤에 잠을 못 잔단 말이야.
Oh, simmer. I read that completely wrong. I read that in my head, I'm so sorry. Each room's floors, walls, and overall ambience are shaped to the center's personality. And the view through the window changes depending on their emotions and mental state. Though all I've seen were distant glimpses through the window. So I don't have all the details. From Heathcliff's enters would sometimes, actually rather frequently, emit weathering and stormy sounds. Usually he'd snap back with a "why should I?" or something like that, but he only clicked his tongue. I suppose he doesn't feel like arguing. Thanks to that, he stood in the corridor until all the other sinners, save for Faust, went into their rooms, staring down the passage with a frown. Maybe he was reliving stress this way, or relieving stress this way. Oh. And that right there is where the incident began.
뭐라? 야, 지금 보니까 저 멀리에도 문이 잔뜩 있는데.
Heathcliff pointed at the same exact direction I did a week ago. Those doorways were beyond the no trespassing line, blocking the way.
히스클리프, 필요 이상으로 복도를 걷진 않는 게 좋습니다.
그렇게 말하니까 굉장히 수상한데.
수상할 것은 아무것도 없습니다. 파우스트의 말을 듣는 편이 좋습니다.
뭐, 금은 보아라도 숨겨놨나?
Faust's secretive attitude was enough to rouse his curiosity.
히스클리프, 하지 마세요. 후회할 겁니다.
모르던 사이에 많이 감정적으로 변했네, 똑똑 박사씨. 마치 진짜 뭘 숨겨놨다는 듯이 말이야!
He sprinted into the dark before we could stop him. What's in there? Just as I was about to ask Faust an obvious thing to be concerned over, Heathcliff's sharp scream echoed from the unlit area far into the corridor.
단테, 지금부터 제 왼손을 잡고 저를 따라서 달리세요.
What? Huh?
제 시간 안에 끌고 나오려면 저 혼자로는 부족해요. 저도 삼켜줄 수 있으니까요.
Before I could proceed with what she means, Faust ran off in the direction Heathcliff disappeared. Shuckaroonies? Shuckaroonies, I've never. Oh, no, wait for me. As we crossed the line and proceeded deeper into the corridor, we came across a three-way crossroads. Whoa. I think I heard screams from the middle. However, without a moment's hesitation, Faust darted to the left aisle. But Faust, I know we're in a hurry, but are you sure this is the right way? I could have sworn I heard his voice coming from the center path.
알아요.
Without elaborating further, Faust continued running. At another fork, we encountered Faust chose the right path. Right afterwards, she entered the fifth room on the left side of that hallway. What is this? Right as I entered, another hall came into view. Its end was like a cliff. A heath cliff. Anyway. To be more precise, I felt some kind of gravitational pull trying to get me to fall at the end of the hallway. Heathcliff! Then I saw him. He crawled towards us, with all of his might in the middle of the hall. As if he might fall at the moment he lets go.
뭐야 이것들은 여기는
Even though I couldn't see much in the dark behind him, I definitely saw some presence in it. Faust, what's over?
단테, 열린 이 문의 손잡이를 꼭 잡으세요. 제 손도 꽉 잡으시고요.
Okay. Holding my hand securely, she gradually approached Heathcliff. This hallway isn't tilted or anything, is it? Why does it feel like we're hanging on a cliff?
그야, 복도니까요. 단테, 손을 놓치면 안 돼요.
We're in a corridor, obviously. Yeah, like, I know that. Reminding me to hold fast. Faust. It was really weird to say fast and Faust. Faust extended her other arm towards her spy-hander.
히스클리프, 이걸 잡으세요.
Ah, that makes sense.
미쳤냐? 그 커다란 칼날을 쥐면 손이 잘려나가잖아.
손이 깊게 베이는 것으로 끝나는 게 나을 텐데요.
Baffled, Heathcliff looked at the sword, then the darkness behind him.
단테, 당기세요. 힘껏.
Got it. Ooh. Right as we pulled Heathcliff up. No, I'm not sure if it's even right to say we pulled him up. Nevertheless, Faust hoisted his unconscious body by the legs and started rushing, saying that we need to return the way we came. Following her lead, I supported his arms and trailed behind, keeping his head from dragging along the floor. After burning some time,
더 깊은 곳에서 방향을 잃기 전에 이렇게 돼요. 차라리 다행이라고 할까요? 단테, 시계를 돌려줘야겠습니다.
Heathcliff's gonna be okay, right?
정신적인 피해가 심할 겁니다. 이대로 미쳐버리면 업무에 지장이 크겠네요.
Fine. Didn't have a choice. Warp. Welcome back, Mr. Cliff. Is that it? Do I press a button? Button?
수고했습니다, 단테. 얼마 없는 휴식 시간이 줄어든 건 안타깝다고 생각하지만
Faust, just what's in there? Where does it lead? Can't you tell me at this point? I've seen that stuff now. It was only natural that I wanted to know what resides there, what was chasing Heathcliff. Moreover, why did it never show itself to us? Why did it vanish instead of chasing him any further? These questions were driving me crazy. But alas,
처음에 말했듯 파우스트는 말할 수 있는 것이 한정되어 있답니다.
why is there a limit that you can bet? Whatever. Yep. I honestly didn't expect much. I did.
독도 알모사.
Ryoshu muttered with a cigar in her mouth, walking past us both. She must have left her room while we were out on a rescue mission.
하지만
House proceeded as if not a soul had just walked by, as if nothing was just said. Huh?
버스 부서에 갑작스런 공석이 생길 뻔한 걸 막아주셨으니 보상은 아니지만 하나 정도는 알려두는 것도 후일을 위해 나쁘지 않겠다고 생각합니다.
Let me hear it. The unexpected boon had me rubbing my hands together. Right. What will she tell me now?
단테, 처음 가는 길을 찾을 때 당신은 어떻게 할 건가요?
I mean, use a map. Obviously.
그렇죠. 그리고 지도가 없더라도 머릿속에 지도와 같은 표상이 생길 테고요.
Yeah.
그렇다면 지도 안에는 확실한 시작점과 도착점이 존재하겠군요. 돌아올 때는 그걸 더듬으며 거슬러 올라오겠죠.
It's so obvious. I don't need to verbally answer, but just nod along.
대답이 되었겠죠.
You think so? Oh, that's why we had to go back exactly as we came from. Because you get... Oh, because you get lost easily. Is that right? Huh?
그러니 북도에서는 특히 문을 열 때는 시작점을 기억하세요.
Flabbergasted by the abrupt end, I blurted.
자, 파우스트는 이제 피곤하답니다. 그럼
She walked through the door before I could say something, leaving me with a riddle. Of course it would go like this. I sighed out of frustration, but not a breath of air is expelled from my pitiful clock. Still, left powerless. All I can do is boot up this electronic notebook and piece together what little information I have collected. I like these little segments, they're cool. Cool. So now we can go to the changing. Oh god. Zero out of 54! $54? That's a hell of a lot more. Oh, I never even got this. Whoops. Let me make sure I didn't forget any of the others. Okay, cool. 54! God damn! That's a lot. Well... we can see how far we can get. Or, depending on... we can see if we can get past these, like, stars or something. Anyway. Off the bus.
우리는 야심가도 탐욕가도 아니며
We are neither high flyers nor vultures. We are merely children who love technology. Direct person.
처음으로 우리가 숨을 쉰다고 느꼈던 그날을 기억하오? 그때는 말일세. 그 숨만으로도 충분했었어. 아님 유독 그날만 공기가 맑았거나.
If I do this, does it? Okay. I was like, does it say who's talking? Nest K is ruined streets. The view is obscured by smoke and dust. Terrified screams, hopeless outcries, pained moans, and the sound of hard objects breaking create a catastrophe.
시계를 돌려야 할 시간이요.
I can hear Yi saying, the only conscious sinner at the moment. Muster up his remaining strength to speak. The others are on the floor, among dismembered corpses like powerless puppets. Fatal injuries were left by an abnormality. Yet we are in the middle of a nest. Were an abnormality supposed to be confined within the Lobotomy Corporation's branch facilities or dungeons? Meanwhile, the abnormality pierced Yi Sang's abdomen as I wondered. I had no one else to share this question with.
이번엔 어디를 가는 건가요?
The sinners seemed to grow quite accustomed to this work. As if we're on a road trip. Some were far less hesitant to ask for our next destination.
아니요. 이번 작전의 시작점은 장소가 아니라 사람입니다.
I mean, fair, because each one is, like, connected to a person, but, like, what is it called again? For the unchanging. That's what it was. What does this mean again? Ah. It's called the unchanging, right? Keep reading which canto we're on. We'll change the title of the stream and continue.
사람이라 하였소?
의뢰인이 계시거든요.
We happen to have a client. Who is that?
그건 저희가 해결사 사무소처럼 외부로부터 의뢰까지 받는다는 소리예요?
벌써부터 의뢰가 몰아치고 있는 겐가? 훌륭하군. 곧 이름 날리는 해결사가 되어버릴지도 모르겠어.
조용. 질문에 대한 대답은 내가 한다. 너희도 알다시피 황금가지라는 존재는 비교적 최근에 발견된 개념이다. 다행스럽게도 일전에 거쳐온 J사나 D사는 황금가지에 특별한 관심을 두지 않았어. 그래서 뒷골목의 잡배들이 어슬렁거리거나 변변치 않은 것들이 조직을 만들어 점령하곤 했지. 하지만 일찌감치 황금가지의 존재를 눈치채기도 한 날개도 있지. 지금 우리가 있는 K사처럼.
하지만 K사에 있었던 황금가지는 우리가 이미 얻은 거 아니었어?
하나의 날개에 하나의 황금가지만 존재한다고 한 적 없는 것 같은데.
Ah, so multiple can be in one district.
로보토미 지부는 우리의 생각보다 복잡하다. 말 그대로 가지처럼 곳곳에 뻗어 있지.
저희 집 지하실과 연결되어 있던 것처럼 말이죠.
황금가지에 대한 소유권은 아직까지 명확히 정의된 바가 없다. 그렇기 때문에 황금가지를 최초로 발견한 자에게 소유권이 넘어간다라는 원시적인 규칙을 적용하고 있을 뿐이고.
Fair enough.
잠들어 있는 보물은 원래 먼저 찜한 사람이 가지는 거니까.
그래서 황금가지 소유권을 조건으로 의뢰를 받았다는 소린가?
정확히는 그쪽에서 거래를 제안해 온 거지. 우리로서는 황금가지가 걸려있는 의뢰인이만큼 선택의 여지는
We have no choice.
없었겠네요.
Yeah.
그러니 이 얘기를 언제까지 반복해야 할지 모르겠지만 의뢰인에게 밉보일 행동은 하지 말도록.
By the way,
자, 그럼 목적지에 도착할 때까지 닥치고 있도록 늘 하던 대로 말이야.
zipped.
단테 씨가 무언가를 말하려는 것 같았어요.
Thank you, Fast. You're a real one.
미안하게 됐습니다, 단테. 째깍거리는 것에 일일이 반응해 준다는 게 여간 익숙한 일은 아니니까 말입니다.
So what are golden bows used for anyway? When I think about it, all that we were told was a vague order to collect them and nothing about the company's plans to do with them.
그가 황금가지의 쓰임새에 대해 묻고 있군요.
드디어 반출하는 것을 하는 겁니까, 관리자 단테? 회사의 행보에 호기심을 다 가지시다니. 그렇다면 이 길잡이도 친절한 설명을 통해 관리를 도와야만 하겠군요. 황금가지라는 건
Are none of your business.
말 그대로 가지입니다. 줄기에서 뻗어나가고자 하는 부분이 있다면 그것을 가지라고 부르지요. 그리고 그 가지는 황금색으로 빛나죠.
오, 과연
Don Quixote was the only one responding passionately to this information. Thanks to this exchange, he painted me as an ignorant bloke who doesn't even know what a branch is. Already chugged at me as if to chaff me for expecting a real answer.
베르, 길이 막혔어. 돌아가야 해.
No. Vroom vroom. Full speed.
막혔다고요?
Yeah, when you say blocked, I usually think that that means people. It could actually be a...
막다른 길은 이상한데요. 더군다나 K사 둥지 한복판에 뭔가 소동이 생길 일이 있을...
Before Ishmael could finish her sentence, a dull thud at the window interrupted her.
방금 버스에 부딪혀서 튕겨져 나간 거 사람이었지?
Oh, did we get thrown? Did a motherfucker get thrown at our window?
40대 초반으로 보이는 남성. 후두부에 큰 손상을 입은 것 같군.
아.
부딪히기 전부터 죽어 있었다.
그래, 단순한 소동은 아닌 듯하군. 내려. 해결할 수 있는 문제라면 해결한 후 다시 돌아오고.
그럴 수 있는 문제가 아니라면?
해결이 될 때까지 끊임없이 시계가 돌려지겠지.
That's one elegant way to tell us to go die 1,000 deaths.
그럼
Dude,
전원 하차.
I love radio.
왜? 어차피 이렇게 말할 거 아니었어? 대신 말해준 거잖아.
기대되네요. 이번엔 또 어떤 모험이 우리를 기다리고 있을까요?
I love Honglu. I love all these characters. They're so fun. Talent and genius. 20.
파우스트가 나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다. 버스 너머로 봤다시피 이곳은 둥지 한복판입니다. 예상치 못한 소동과는 거리가 제일 멀어야 할 장소죠.
아, 그렇다는 건 진기한 소동이라는 뜻인가요?
Everyone except drowsing Honglu was tensed up, carefully observing what was going on. Is that... Someone was running our way in a hurry. On the other side. The civilian who was too hurried to look ahead, bumped into sinners and fell to the ground.
저기로 가면 안 돼요. 자자, 안심하시오. 우리는 그대들을 지키기 위해 달려온.
I mean, you're not
모험
wrong.
같은 건 아니니까 쓸데없는 말은 하지 마시죠.
어이, 우린 저 앞으로 가야 돼. 별것도 아닌 걸로 멈춰 세운 거면 몽둥이 찜질 당할 줄 알아라.
Looking at Heathcliff's intimidating face and Ishmael's frowned expression, in turn, the civilians seemed to take a moment to consider which one would be more of a threat.
있어서는 안 될 것이.
Yeah, we've dealt with that.
뭔지는 모르겠어요. 처음 보는 것이 다들 소리 지르면서 도망치다가 사람들이 나뒹굴고 불에 타고.
Set on fire.
앞에 있던 것이 인간의 형태가 아니었나?
네, 맞아요.
사람이 아닌 곳이라면
Keeping the suspected possibilities in our mind, we headed to the center of the disturbance.
이게 어떻게 된 일이죠?
Oh! It is the bull thing that I fought in the mirror dungeon. I hate this thing.
그 뒤틀림인지 뭔지일 수도 있는 거 아니야? 치킨집처럼.
True. No, that's different. This one's an abnormality, not a distortion. I'm sure of this. Somehow.
단테 씨가 말씀하신 대로 환상체일 확률이 높습니다. 관리자는 느낄 수 있으니까요.
Well, I mean, just look at it. Doesn't look human, and the chicken looked at least semi-human. It could have been a mascot. But then why is an abnormality in the middle of a nest?
파우스트도 보고 받아본 적 없는 현상이네요. 대부분의 로보토미 지부들은 몰락과 동시에 지부 폐쇄를 진행했어요.
I was reminded of the site burial Yuri told us about, but I quickly shook off those gloomy memories. Yuri is the first girl, right? Yeah.
설사 그 사이에 환상체가 탈출을 했더라도 적어도 이번 작전 직전에는 보고가 있었어야 타당해요. LCC가 저런 광경을 확인하지 못했을 것이라고 생각하긴 어려우니까요.
저기 있는 사람들은 K사 쪽에서 파견된 직원들일까요?
Did I miss something?
환상체를 제압하고 있다기보다는 그냥 무참히 짓밟히고 있는데요.
마치 D사지부에서 신나게 쥐어터졌던 우리 모습을 보는 것 같은 걸.
아니, 전에 닭집도 그러더니 K사는 원래 이런 거야? 이제 이런 식의 환영 인사는 사양하고 싶은데.
Did you say nest K? I mean, I guess. Right as they complained, debris created by the rampaging abnormality narrowly grazed past us.
뭐해? 얼빠지게 구경만 하고 있다간 우리도 저 새끼들도
Agreed.
모조리 곤죽행이라고.
단단히 착각하고 있는 모양인데 저기 제정신 아닌 꼬맹이가 매일 짓거리는 헛소리에 세뇌라도 당한 건가?
어이? 정신 나간 꼬맹이가 어디 있는 것이오?
길잡이는 분명 소란이 해결된 후에 돌아오라 했지. 우리더러 직접 나서라고 말한 적은 없었다.
That's true, but we can't just not do anything about this. More people are gonna die if we don't.
아니, 넌 뭘 그렇게 개같이 빙빙 꼬아 생각하는 거냐?
The more I play this game, the more I understand and like Heathcliff.
방금 못 봤어? 내 대가리가 터질 뻔했잖아. 우리한테 뭔 불똥이 튈 줄 알고. 다 두드려 패버리면 끝날 일을. 뭐?
Yeah.
깔고 구경할까?
Honestly, Otis reminds me of a paladin, but like a paladin that's just has like a really big stick up their ass in the worst way possible. And they like take role playing to like a whole new extreme.
임무와 직결되지 않은 싸움에 구태여
There's no wasting your lives. I'll just return the clock like 1,000 times. It'll be excruciating, but it can be possible.
너희 같은 우물들은 느끼지 못했겠지만
You Otis, please. Be nice to your fellow comrades for 2 minutes.
죽는 횟수가 거듭될수록 전투의 효율도 조금씩 떨어져 간다.
That is fair.
겪어본 고통일수록 더 두려워지는 법이니까.
You know, yeah. That is fair, but like infinite lives, you know what I mean?
하지만 앞에서 사람들이 계속 죽어가고 있는데요.
시간은 걸리고 희생은 많겠지만 언젠간 제압을 하겠지. 바로 우리처럼. 그리고 죽을 때마다 부모나 찾으며 울던 녀석이 몸소 희생을 자처할 줄은 몰랐군.
Okay, Otis, that's a bit of a low blow, because we just went over what happened to his parents.
이제 죽는 것 따위는 우스운가 보지?
I don't think he's saying that, but maybe I'm just not reading.
수감자들 사이에서 최적의 판단을 내려야 한다면 이자의 말이 맞다.
We're not fixers, and we certainly aren't heroes. Turning the clock obviously hurts whenever I do it. The pain is something I can never get used to. And yet, we should suppress it. We should suppress it. I can't logically explain why, but I feel like we should.
시계 대가리에 너도 똑같은 헛소리를 했다면 시계째로 웃기고 뛰쳐나갔을 거야.
결정이라면 따르겠습니다.
그래 뭐 잘한 선택일 거야.
저 그렇게 판단해 주셔서
Anytime, Sinclair.
별것도 아닌 일에 쓸데없이 잡생각이 많군 시계. 예술가는 못 되겠어.
I mean, you like blood and death and gore. You should be all about this. On both
다른
sides.
누구도 아닌 당신을 위한 결정이었습니다, 관리자님.
Sinners walk ahead after leaving me comments. Whilst all the others move forward, Faust remains and gave me a peculiar stare. What is it? You think my judgment was inefficient?
아니요. 모든 기억을 되찾은 당신이 어떤 반응을 할지 흥미로워서요.
Faust's strange statement held me in a place for a moment, but I decided I want to deal with the questions that are immediately ahead of me at first. That's a really weird thing to say, dude. Faust, I've been wondering for a while. Are you really okay with being treated like this, considering your talent and everything? Someone of her caliber should have no problem enjoying a luxurious life in the city.
파우스트는 괜찮아요. 그리고 인재라는 말은 파우스트에게 적합한 단어는 아닌 것 같군요. 인재는 다수가 될 수 있지만 파우스트는 다수에 포함되고 싶지 않으니까요. 수감자 중에 가장 상식적인 의미의 인재에 대해 논한다면 이상 씨가 있겠네요. 참고로 저는 천재고요.
Okay. He's saying stops walking behind the other sinners and turns to face me. Looking again, his eyes actually stare with an emptiness behind me.
그렇지 않소. 나는 날개짓을 멈춘 지 오래요. 그러니 재능을 논하는 것은 무용한 짓일 테요, 관리자.
Okay. Curiously enough, I find that some sinners were more distant as we spend more time together.
저 날아다니는 기계는 뭐지? 아까부터 거슬려. 배 10생을 3000번째 하고 있는 중.
저건 드론이라 불리는 것이오.
아, 어쩌면 K사에서 저희를 도와주기 위해 파견한 전투용 드론일지도 모르겠네요. K사는 기술이 평균 수준 이상으로 발전한 둥지 같으니까요.
I'm getting a ping now, I think.
아니요. 생김새를 보아하니 전투 기능은 따로 마련되어 있진 않아 보여요. 그리고 가운데엔 카메라가 달려있군요.
뭐, 잘 사는 도시에 이런 난장판이 벌어졌는데 카메라들이 몰릴만도 하겠네요.
Abashed, Ishmael mumbled.
우리도 그럼 뉴스라는 거에 나오는 것인가?
I mean, probably.
그런데 이 드론들 왜 시체랑 죽어가는 사람들만 찍고 있는 거예요?
뭐 자극적인 쪽으로 시선이 몰리는 건 당연한 일이지 않겠어?
Fair.
이만큼 끔찍한 사고가 일어났다. 뭐 이런 거지 않을까?
하지만
잠깐 꼬맹이 앞에.
아무리 봐도 이상하잖아요.
Sinclair!
왜 저를 계속 찍고 있는 건데요?
What happened to you actually? Like, did it ram into you?
난 혼 없는 관객은 좋아하지 않아.
수가 적지 않다. 그리고 이 드론 환상체가 날뛰는 지역에 접근하지 못하도록 의도적으로 봉쇄를 하고 있는 것 같군.
Well,
그럴 리가. 도와주러 온 사람한테 굳이 나서서 방해를 하겠어?
now the drones have started lining up, formed a wall as if to stop us from proceeding any farther.
안녕하십니까. 시민 여러분의 안전을 위해 10m 이상 물러나 주시기를 바랍니다.
Thanks, Gladys.
K사의 직원들이 파견되었습니다. 시민 여러분은 안전합니다. 10m 이상 물러나 주시기를 바랍니다.
아니, 그러니까 그 잘난 너네 직원들이 다 뒤져가고 있다니까?
안녕하십니까? 시민 여러분은 안전합니다. 10m 이상 물러나 주시기를 바랍니다.
애초에 말이 안 되는 방송이에요. 이런 난장판에서 고작 10m 이상 물러난다고 안전해지겠어요?
쓸데없는 짓거리를 하는구만. 포장이 났던 설계가 잘못된 것이든 일단 이놈들을 전부 격추해야 방해 안 받고 환상체한테 붙을 수 있겠어.
Sanity is fixed at 0. Takes 30% more from rupture. That's nice to know. Has bleed resistance. That's fun. Okay. And they have bleed resistance for some reason.
떨거진 잘라낸 꿰뚫려라.
They should probably just kill this turn.
터졌나?
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다.
카니발 타임.
Oh. Why are you here? Burn, burn. No conditions met. Well. Struggling, that's not fun.
내 작품에 의견이라도 있어?
고해는 나중에.
Should be fine. Nice. That's fine. Yeah, Otis always has a hard time with this thing. gonna say you're gonna be struggling against that. And then you.
그 만찬에 집중해.
No, it's not looking too good, but it'll be fine. Jesus Christ, what's that?
떨거지니 잘라낸다. 기원을 갖추니 그대로
Does this kill? Yeah, it kills. Nice. Because you need 4, right? Yeah, and one of those. I didn't even get one of those. Well, that just sucks. It is nice that Dawn's abilities do heal him. Can you die? Thank you. Okay. Now what?
겨우 다 처리했네. 설마 이 드론들 우리 보고 물어내라고 하진 않겠지?
합당한 방어였다고 제 선에서 보고서로 처리해보죠.
하우, 내가 말했던가? 자기는 정말 뭐라 해야 하지? 암튼 그거 짱이야.
깨달음이 느리신 편이군요.
Wow! Damn!
뭔가 이상해요. 이 환상체요. 평소와는 다른 느낌이 들어요.
How so?
평소라고 할 만큼 많이 겪은 건 아닌 것 같지만 뭐 주위에 소리 지르는 구경꾼들이 있다는 정도가 다르긴 한가?
어떻게 된 거야 이 환상체들? 둥지 복판에 나타난 것도 모자라서 왜 지금까지 만난 환상체보다 더 끔찍해졌지?
And I've seen that one in the mirror dungeons a few times too. Never in a fight though. I have in a fight. It's very annoying and can kill me. I have never died to one though. But they are very, very difficult. Come to think of it, what was the deal with those abnormalities in the mirror dungeons that didn't fight us?
우리가 본 건 거울 던전의 균열을 통해서 엿본 환상체의 심상이자
아.
보금자리예요.
그것은 굉장히 좁고도 불안정한 균열이요.
맞아요. 그래서 한정된 상호작용만 가능했던 거죠.
그딴 건 모르겠고 이건 왜 이리 끈질겨? 철도에서 잡은 것들만큼 독한데.
확실히 그러하다.
게다가 환상체에게서 떨어지는 이 기분 나쁜 액체는 뭐죠?
As the centers pointed out, the abnormalities here were clearly different from what we have encountered before. This is advanced abnormalities. It oozes a mysterious liquid with a blue glint.
성분을 검토할 시간은 없으니 최대한 신체와 닿지 않게 해야겠어요.
알아. 굳이 묻히면서 다닐 생각은 없다고.
야! 이것들 어디서 뭐 잘못 주워 먹은 거 아니야? 무슨 광견병 걸린 것 마냥.
Stuff was knocked to the ground, unable to resist.
관리자님, 아무래도 고생 좀 하시겠네요.
제가 간언했다는 점 꼭 기억해 주시기 바랍니다.
Otis, remember to shut your face.
총원, 전투 준비.
Figured it would come to this. I've come too far to be afraid of pulling dead sinners back to life. Let's beat 'em up and head back. Beat 'em up.
피분수가 폭죽보다도 높이 솟아올랐어. 아니야, 이렇게 크게 웃으면 안 돼. 아름다움을 잃지 않게. 그리고
Well, while we listen to Rodion, I'm gonna be
잃지 않게 하자.
I'm big. I'll probably just do one more. Well, yeah, I can only do one more.
파우스트가 나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
And then we'll go raid somebody, and this is just one wave. Okay, cool.
정화. 정화.
I didn't realize that was first. Perfect. Because now everyone gets it. And everyone's more powerful, and blah blah blah. Really?
이 혈투를 승리로 이끌게.
I was honestly hoping that would just kill.
점 찍었네.
아류 산소를 할게.
Sounds about right.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지 않을 것.
Does it say I'm fighting? No.
그러니 가릴 것 없이
하루를 마무리할 시간이네요.
Alright, well that is going to be the end of that. I'm going to stop the recording now. Thank you all for being here.